big breaking news coming out, and unfortunately, it's really not good. About Morgan Rogers, he will be going to Chelsea. You can see straight away, David Ornstein, Chelsea, they reached verbal agreement with Aston Villa to sign Morgan Rogers for 117 million. The attacker you wanted Chelsea. That's also interesting. Alonso gets his preferred target and looks like the medicals on Monday. So out of absolutely nowhere, our assumption until now was Arsenal, their top target's Morgan Rogers. They're slowly just making up a deal, they're negotiating, and everybody thought, this deal will get done eventually. Bam! Out of nowhere, 117 million slapped on the table by Chelsea. Rogers wants to play for them, and he's going to be a Chelsea player. Incredible. Well, not incredible for us, incredible for them. Really not good. Really not good. And it's not really if you like Morgan Rogers or not. Say if you didn't want Morgan Rogers, you're not a fan of him. It's the fact the club made Morgan Rogers the number one target. They said this is our number one target, and you didn't get them. You either found them too expensive, you didn't want to pay them. I don't know what it was. Apparently, would you have preferred Chelsea? I can't see that, but if that's the case, then wow. But I just think as Premier League champions, as Champions League finalists, as a team that wants to go again and maybe build a dynasty and create a message, losing out to a top target, to a London rival who finished 10th, it's not a good look, is it? I'm not saying it's all over, burn everything down, we lost out on Rodgers, because there's all alternatives. People will be talking about Vinicius. I just think that's a pipe dream. I never think that's going to happen. Barcola maybe. And maybe these are good alternatives, but Rodgers was the one I personally wanted. But that's not what it's about. It's who the club wanted. And as the club, the manager, Arteta, you have to get him as number one targets as one of the best teams in the world, and you haven't done that. And that's extremely, extremely poor. People have been, criticizing this window, saying it's a bit slow. We've not made a big signing yet. It's almost pre-season. I've been a bit lenient on that, but this is a big, big blow, man. A big blow. And if you are to get Bruno Guimaraes either, I mean, what do you do, man? What do you do? And this is really not a good look at the club at all. I understand the price is a lot, 117 million. I mean, it is ridiculous, but in this market, anyone goes for anyone. But listen, fair play Chelsea. They wanted their target. They wanted to take him off Arsenal. They paid the money, and they got Rodgers. I'm not going to be like, oh, he's a bad player. I think he's a top player, and I think he'll be great for Chelsea, just like I thought he would be great for us. But for us, man, it's not a great look. Really not a great look, because losing up to a top target to a rival who's not better than you, it's poor, really poor, man. And I'm extremely disappointed. As I said, the club needs to respond. As I said, they need a marquee attacker. They need a Barcola. I don't think these guys are better, but they need someone big now. Are the club going to do that? Are they just going to settle on somebody else and get someone worse? I think that'll be a poor mistake. As I said, I'm not going to go extremely angry because the window's not done, but it's not a good look. It really is not a good look, man, and I'm extremely disappointed to see what's happened here. And it's really, really disappointing that the top Premier League champions, the manager, can't get his Premier League number one target. That's poor. And if this Guimaraes deal doesn't get done, now I'm worried about that. Could somebody swoop in for that because also don't want to pay the money? I mean, it's the market. Yes, the market, and it's probably too much, but the market is cooked for everybody. You have to pay this money, man, and I'm disappointed. Now I'm really worried about Bruno Guimaraes, because will we want to pay the money? Will we not? Will we just settle because we don't want to pay money for certain people? I think that's poor as a club, man. So, yeah, this is a nasty dagger, a big and nasty dagger to Arsenal, in my opinion, because as I said, whether you rate the player, whether you don't, maybe some fans are like, ugh, don't really rate Morgan Rogers, don't think he would have fit anyway. The club wanted him, Arteta wanted him, and the fact you're not delivering for that, it's not a good look at all, man. It's really not a good look. And I have to wait and see how the club respond. Will they hurry up and get Bruno Guimaraes? Will they hurry up and get that marquee attacker? Because all they've got now is Meslier and Zolis. And the club needs to step up, to say the least, man. So, yeah, disappointing window so far. And seeing your number one attacking target go to Chelsea, that's not going to help anything. Really not going to help the fan base now settle down. Arteta will not be happy about this at all as well. Just poor, just extremely poor, man. And as I said, I have to wait and see what Arsenal end up doing. But yeah, we'll leave it there. Just a very quick update, and it's a massive one. Really, as I said, came out of nowhere because all the journalists were saying the number one target, Morgan Rogers, Arsenal. All the word was that Rogers prefers Arsenal. It felt like they're working slowly towards it. They've opened negotiations and they'll get the deal done eventually. And then out of nowhere, Chelsea slap a bid of 117 million, which is ridiculous money, I know, but they did what they had to do to get the player, and bam. So it's not like where this is building up. This has gone. This is a bomb. An absolute bomb has been dropped by David Ornstein, and it's not a good one for Arsenal, man. So very bad look for us, and I have to wait and see how the club respond because, yeah, this is not looking like a great window so far. As I said, it's not finished, so I have to wait and see. But the club really need to fix up, man, because as I said, a slow start, getting 2 signings in, and you've lost out your number one target. Not a good look, but I have to wait and see how we respond. But yeah, Morgan Rogers will not be an Arsenal player. He will be signing for Chelsea. I'm very disappointed, and yeah, fair play to Chelsea, I guess.